Hello everyone! In today's video, we're going to take a look at a motion sensor or PIR sensor. The PIR sensor reacts only to moving objects that emit infrared light. Let's take a closer look at the sensor. On top of it is a Fresnel lens, which focuses on all the infrared light that enters it and collects it into a single point. Below it is the sensor itself, and next to it are two free seats for additional features. The first one is labeled RL. It is a place for a photoresistor so that the module works only in the dark. For more information about the photoresistor, follow the hint. And the second seat is labeled RT. This is a place for a thermal resistor, which serves for thermal condensation. We can also see its pin codes. VCC and GND are for power supply, and the out pin produces a digital signal at its output. Now let's see what's on the side of the motion detector board. There are two variable resistors here. If you look, the variable resistor on the left is designed to change the sensitivity of the detector from 3 to 7 meters. And the second variable resistor on the right is used to set the time delay after the first triggering, from 5 to 500 seconds. You can change their values by turning them with a screwdriver. The module can operate in two modes, L and H. For this purpose, there are selection contacts in the corner of the board, which are usually made in the form of a jumper. If the jumper is set to H, then as soon as a moving object is detected, a high level will be generated at the module output. That is, the timer is constantly restarted by each movement. If the object moves out of the detection area, the timer will start after the last detection by the module. The L mode is slightly different. Here, a high-level signal appears at the module output when a moving object is first detected. But the output remains active for the entire time set by the right resistor. During this time, the detector does not respond to other events, and the signal at the output will disappear only after the time delay expires. Now let's connect the sensor to the Arduino. GND to GND, VCC to 5 volts, out to any digital output of the Arduino, for example, D6. Connect the shorter leg of the LED minus to GND and the longer leg plus through a 220 ohm resistor to another digital pin, for example, D7. Let's move on to the code. First, let's create a variable that will store which pin the motion sensor and LED are connected to. In the setup function, we configure the sensor pin as an input and the LED pin as an output. In the loop function, we read data from the sensor pin and write it to a variable to store its state. Then we use the digital write function to change the state of the LED according to the state of the sensor variable. Finally, we add a small delay. As you can see, everything works. The sensor detects motion, transmits a signal, and we can read this data in the code. And that's it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.